Hi, Manas. Just something on a similar vein. How would you rate this 100 amongst all your centuries you've scored so far, especially given the bowling attack you were facing?
Um, Look, any test century, it doesn't matter who it's against or against what opposition. You want to make sure you're scoring hundreds, and probably for me today, disappointing that I didn't end up making that a really big 100. But like I said before, Indian bowling attacks, they're very disciplined. Doesn't matter who's bowling. They're very planned. They're very strategic, and you saw that today with their bowling attack. They were very disciplined early and didn't give us many scoring opportunities in that first session.
With your time you spent with Steve Smith in the middle, how was Steve coping? I mean, given all that, whatever happened last week or early this week.
Look, I don't think when he walks out on the field that stuff doesn't really concern him. He's focusing on the ball and scoring runs, and if anything, it just gives him extra motivation to put big runs on the board. So I don't think that stuff comes into play when he's actually out there at all.
Manus, you mentioned earlier doing the hard work and the bowlers would be a bit tired on. We saw Abdeep Sani go off for scans on his groin. How big a game changer could that be? What sort of difference would that make if they're a bowler down for the rest of the test?
They probably played one extra bowler than they would usually, so I don't think it'd make a difference if we bat really big first innings and keep the bowlers out there. But that usually now teams shape up with 3 quicks and a spinner, and they have sort of 6 out and out batters and a keeper. Obviously they went with the extra bowling option, and it probably paid off for them, because obviously they lost Sani in the first sort of 10 overs or around there.
On your ton, was it satisfying for you to, I suppose, let your bat do the talking after, I suppose, some of the unfair comments made about you in the last week?
I for myself, my focus is always with the bat. I know that I'm, sort of always buzzing around, always talking and keeping the energy up in the team, and that's one of the roles that I've taken on board. When we're out in the field. But my job when I got the bat is to score runs, and I've been slightly disappointed so far in the series that I haven't been able to get a big score, and it was nice to obviously get the 3 figures today, but still got to make sure that when you get yourself in like I did today, that you cash them in really big.
A lot of work, I suppose. You're kind of disappointed there's not a 5th test.
Yeah, look, whenever you play India, you would like more tests and more tests against the best opposition. But for me, I just got to make sure, really focus for the next innings and make sure that I'm ready to get Australia in a position to win this test.